Good afternoon. Welcome to Africa Today. I am Wisdom Onisi. First, the headline. Sanu and Nas. Now the news in details. The Joint Action Committee of the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions and the Senior Staff in the letter titled Ray 4 months with head salaries, demand for immediate payment, which was signed by the NASU General Secretary Prince Peter Adeyemi and SANU President Mohammed Ibrahim. The two unions said they could no longer guarantee industrial harmony in the universities. Away from that, the Inspector General of Police Kayode Ebetukon stated that his officers would remain at the Rivers State They insisted on staying in office, citing the Local Government Amendment Law 2024 enacted by the Martin Amahule-led House of Assembly. The law passed by 27 lawmakers loyal to the Minister of the Federal Capital, Yosef Wike, allows the chairman to remain in office for 6 more months due to the failure of Governor Fubara to hold local government elections. Away from that, over 37 deaths have been recorded in the current cholera outbreak, which has hit 30 states, including Lagos and Ogun. State had recorded 1 death and 14 cases. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, in its recent report, said from January 1 to June 11, 2024, over 1,141 suspected and over 65 confirmed cases of cholera, resulting in over 30 deaths, has been reported from 96 local government areas in 30 states. We move to the other parts of West Africa when we return. Welcome back. Now news from other parts of Africa. Senegalese President Diomaye Faye arrived in France for his first visit since his election in March this year. trade agreement between the two countries, the CFA front and the French military presence in the country are also on the agenda for discussion. In May, Senegal Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko said the countries wish to determine its fire could ease tensions linked to the political crisis in Senegal that preceded the new president's arrival in power. Between 2021 and 2024, the legal battle between Pastef leader Ousmane Sonko and the former Senegalese government led to several periods of unrest, resulting in dozens of deaths and hundreds of arrests. Away from that, the 2024 flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC), John Dramani Mahama, has emphasized that the role of the presidency is a serious handover of the mythical stele to someone. He argued that the job of the president should be taken seriously, especially given to current challenges Ghana's are faced with. The former president also questioned Bawumia's tendency to claim credit for positive outcomes of the MPP government while avoiding responsibility, for instance, of poor governance. Mahama insisted that outdated slogans and deceptive practices have no place in Ghana's current political landscape. He asserted that such conduct would not be tolerated by Ghanaian electorate. We move to other parts of Africa after this break. Please stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Hillstv, Polka.
Now, other parts of Africa. The UN Commissioner for Refugee, Filippo Grandi, has called on the world not to forget the conflict in Sudan, which has been engulfed.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Welcome back. We apologize for that break in transmission. The UN High Commissioner for Refugee Filippo Grandi has called on the world not to forget the conflict in Sudan, which in Sudan Darfur region. Earlier in June, the UN reported the number of internally displaced people in Sudan has reached more than 10 million. Sudan's latest conflict began last year when soaring tensions between the leader of the military and the paramilitary rapid support forces exploded into open fighting in the capital, Khartoum, and elsewhere in the country. The war has wrecked Sudan, killing more than 14,000 people and wounding thousands of others while pushing its population to the brink of famine. Away from that, we have that Kenyans returned to the street of Nairobi on tearing down CCTV's cameras, setting fire to tires and blocking roads to protect between ruling party lawmakers and Kenyan President William Ruto. The chairperson of the Finance Committee, Kurial Kimani, said the proposal to introduce a 16% value-added tax on bread had been dropped. Other levies and that had prompted debate and have been amended included a proposed 2.5% motor vehicle annual tax that was to be placed on insurance. Away from that, we have that few days after a military ammunition depot in Chad's capital exploded, the neighborhood next to the depot still bears the mark of the incident. 9 people were residents from their sleep in the Kwajir district of the capital, Jamana. Up next is business. Please stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Welcome back now to business news. The federal government on Thursday declared that it was perfecting the process for the establishment of an electricity offences tribunal with an inbuilt appeal system to speedily tackle power-related offences. It also declared that a total of 2,655,488 meters in the power sectors had been The latest update on metering by the federal government showed that 609,585 electricity consumers were metered on in 2023, while the number of unmetered registered power users nationwide stood at 7,319,846. The report stated that data from the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission indicated that out of the 13,162,572 registered consumers who got supply from the national grid, 5,842,726 have been metered. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja on Thursday, the Managing Director, Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, Aliyu Tahi, stated that in line with the mandate of the agency, NEMSA has tested and calibrated over 2.6 million meters. Away from that, world leaders, health groups, and pharmaceutical firms announced $1.2 billion in funding to produce vaccine in Africa at the essential step towards a genuine African vaccine market. Macron said Africa produces only 2% of the vaccine it uses, and the goal is increased to 60%. Still to come is sport. Please stay with us. Welcome back now to Sport News. Eyimba have thrown the gate open for their Nigerian Premier Football League Match Day 38 clash against Plateau United. The People's Elephants will lock horns with Plateau United in their final game of the season in Aba on Sunday. Eyimba took to their X handle to announce the gesture. The move is aimed Away from that, the semi-final of the 2024 Women's President Federation Cup will be played on Sunday. Last year's runner-up, Rivers Angels, will lock up horns with Delta Queens at the Awka City Stadium. In the other last four encounters, Giant Killers, Remo Stars ladies will confront Niger Rattles at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. The competition. The final will be played at the same venue and same date. We also have you know that Argentina began the defense of their Copa America title with a 2-0 win over Canada on Thursday night. Lionel Messi threw ball led by Julian Alvarez. Winning the 2021 Copa America and the 2022 World Cup. And that's your sport news on Africa Today. We move to the rest of the news after this break. Please stay. Welcome back now to the rest of the news. A cruise ship rescued 68 migrants and found 5 bodies in a traditional fishing boat that was drifting off the Canarian island in the Atlantic Ocean, Spain's maritime. It is said an oil tanker traveled. The remains of the 2 people were left at sea because of bad weather hampering their recovery. And that's Africa Today. But before we go, here are the headlines again. We told you that remember at Hillstv. I am Wisdom Onyisi. Thanks for watching.